My next guest. You've seen him in everything that I do. He is my fucking best friend in the entire world. He recently just directed a creative music video for the new TikTok famous artist Curtis Waters. Check it out. It is the song, what the fuck is it called? What the fuck is the song called? He can't talk, so I can't fucking guess. What is the song? I'm freaking out. I'm full of doubts. What is the song? What is the song? Give me the song, please. Shoelaces by Curtis Waters. He recently directed a music video for Curtis Waters. Check it out. Shoelaces on any platform that you enjoy sound from. But today, our focus is the man behind the madness of what is Jovy. He is working on a new project for his family where he's turning them into his family pets, and they're going to be doing family photos in animated form, and he's going to make photos and give them to them for fucking Christmas. What the shit is up? He's a genius. Everybody, give our man all of your energy, fucking Jovy Bergen.
Well, hello there. That was so kind of you.
Yeah.
I really didn't expect this to be such a treat for me. I thought I would be more of like a to the side man. But you've really made me the focus, as you do. You're such a good friend.
Thank you.
This is good.
Yeah, it is a dream of mine to have you on this, just like talking. I just want to show people like how you exist. You're just so creative and funny.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I feel the same about you. You're like, yeah. It's hard to take you're so flattering. And then like in my mind, you can't take too many. I personally can't take too many compliments without letting it get to me, so I have to like be careful. So I'm like, wow, I love you, but I can't be like too like, yeah, I am.
yeah, I'm doing the fucking dance. Now everyone check this out. Meanwhile, I'm like walking around town. I'm like, guys, have you heard this about my best friend? Like I just like go up to people and I'm just like, yo, my best friend is Jovy, and he did the funniest thing the other day. Like, it's just like,
yeah.
I feel like sometimes I introduce you more than I introduce myself to people.
Yeah, for real. Like, every time I meet someone that you're introducing me to, they already know me. They've only heard Josh, like, rave about me.
Yeah. Or they've seen you on Instagram.
Crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're the best.
What the fuck?
Absolutely, you're the best.
Yeah. I am in your eyes. I am
definitely
grateful for you.
Thank you. I'm very grateful for you as well.
Yeah.
I actually think it's such a 1 in a million to have someone that's such a great partner. Like, dude, like, we both pursue our goals in such similar ways. Like, I don't know, like, I think we're both so about health, and we're both so about the same mindsets that, like, we can just, like, I don't know.
We can just vibe.
Pursue it together.
Like, we're able to live together, you know?
Yeah.
Like, well, how many humans are able to just exist in these conditions with each other? Like, you sleep on the couch,
That's
you know?
true. I don't have a bedroom.
Like, what other humans in the world would you be willing to sleep on their couch, you know?
Like, I don't think there's many living situations that it would actually be successful, me sleeping on a couch like this. But living with you and Davis, like, it actually works.
It just makes it fucking
really
worth it.
works.
Can I have some of that water? My mouth just got so fucking dry.
I have water.
Holy shit. Everyone, we started the show, and he's not allowed to talk before I give the introduction. So I just rambled on, and he wasn't able to stop me and go, hold up. It's not true. It's not true. Oh, what a nice mutual sip of our beverages.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I was sipping yours as well in the new Nalgene. If you made a Nalgene water bottle, what would it look like?
Oh, right now what comes to mind is the same, except the lid is clear too.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
That'd be cool.
That would actually be sick.
Right? I think that'd be kind of cool.
Damn, what the fuck?
What about yours?
Maybe like Nalgene X Jovy on the tag here or something like that. In blue, that'd be dope. For me, if I was to make that Nalgene bottle, ooh, you're giving me ideas. I'm thinking purple body, see-through. So it's like a purple opaque see-through, and then the green would be, or the top would be green, opaque, and see-through.
Oh, I like Hulk, like the Hulk bottle.
Yeah, like a Hulk bottle for sure. That's awesome how we have these like correlations with like color combinations. Like what is appealing to us seems to be things from pop culture or like things that we've taken interest in. You know, like I feel like some people wouldn't be given the chance to really get into that color combination if they didn't know about the Hulk, you know? Because you just don't see those two colors together. You don't know that they work so well together.
That's true. I kind of see it the other way, where it's like, I feel like all these color combinations would be open to be cool if it weren't for these associations blocking it. Like,
okay,
I almost never see
all
red
of
and
the
green.
associations stop you from enjoying it.
Yeah, like I almost never see red and green and don't think Christmas. Or almost never see purple and green and don't think the Hulk. And it's like it's like I think that before I can appreciate what it is.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, I've encountered exceptions, for sure.
Yeah.
Like if it's done right, like I've seen red and green, and I've been like, that's cool. Don't think it's Christmas.
They used to call me Christmas boy.
Really?
In school, because I would wear red pants, like red skinny pants, and a green hoodie.
Did you get them from S49 or like a Hot Topic?
Yeah, they were girl pants from a scene store, like you know, like an emo
Like
kid
Hot
store,
Topic?
like a Hot Topic type place. Like that's where I got my pants, and they were skinny and tight and colored.
Yeah, I remember those.
And back then, one of my goals as a human being was just to wear as many colors as possible. That was just like the goal I was carrying out
I
at
had that
time.
in grade 4 too. Like for some reason, I just like made up this rule, but as if it existed in real life.
Yeah.
That like the more you wear, the cooler you are.
Yeah.
Like I just had and then like until someone commented on it one day. Like I was like going to like the movies with my friends in like this like Bape ripoff hoodie. It was like you like zipped it all the way up though, and it was like a mask, sunglasses. There was like purple and blue stripes, and then I had like brown cargo shorts on and like gray shoes. And my parents were like, "You're wearing a lot of colors, huh?" I think that's all they said.
Your parents.
I think that's all they said to me, and then I like never did that shit again.
Oh my god!
Because I just got really insecure that fast.
When your parents are like artists and they still knock your creative style.
Nah, my parents were super not.
But you know what I mean? Just
about
in that moment.
Yeah,
you know.
But they always did until like last couple of years though. Like my parents were actually like, I found it. Well, no offense though, I love you guys so much, but like,
I don't know if they'll be watching this. Well, I guess
just
if you're on there,
I just don't want to badmouth them, like, but because they're great people. But in this one regard, like, I was surprised because they're artists. Like, they didn't really like. I felt really judged for trying different shit. Like, they were like, if I wasn't like standard, like I was pretty judged for it in my family.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. I think we had like a weird line. we had like a weird lineage in terms of like how we wore clothes. Like Nick just wore like band t-shirts and stuff and sandals all the time.
Yeah.
No matter what fucking season it was, he would wear sandals. And like my parents and I would just be like, when is he gonna stop wearing the sandals?
See, that's the thing, like, I like little like quirks like that. I feel like parents should just let it happen, man.
Yeah.
Like, I would like not wear matching socks. My parents would like have like my dad would just like have like fights with me about it. Be like, bro, it sucks.
What the shit? What the shit?
It sucks.
My parents just did stuff to me like, don't scuff your feet on the floor when you walk.
Oh.
They're like, bro, you're gonna wear out your boots. You always wear out your boots the way that you walk. Fuck, fine. But I used to like walk around like I would just scrape my heels on the ground. They'd be like, dude, stop making that noise. My parents, like, I'd just be walking normally and they go, dude, stop.
That sucks when it's like you're not even cognizant of it. It's just normal behavior. You're just existing, and people are like, "Can you not?" It's just like, what do I? That sucks. Yeah, you're so trapped.
Yeah. Because Because the only authorities that you believe in, like, you have no sense of authority within yourself. You're just, like, get your sense of authority from your parents. Like, they are what you model right and wrong after.
Especially before school.
That's a crazy thought. Like, as a kid, you model, like, what is a good human being after your parents, like, until a certain point, you know? Like,
I feel like
what should a human be?
It's mostly them until school, and then it's still very largely them for a long time. But, like, I feel like your influence steers off as soon as you hit school, at least a little bit.
Is it like a sad thought to think like we like our parents less or we look up to our parents less when we grow older?
I feel like that's probably like a person-to-person basis. I don't know if that's a blanket statement that applies to everybody. Mm-hmm. I actually like my parents way more as I got older. Bro, I appreciate my parents more now than ever. I was such an angsty kid.
I don't see my parents
did not like
enough.
my parents.
I need to be reminded how much I love them, and like I don't see them enough to like, because having them in your life more, it just feels, oh my god.
Like good or bad? Are you saying?
I just like lost my train of thought as I was speaking.
So do you like having your parents in your life more or less? Are you saying having them in your life more is good
I
or
think
bad?
I've reached an interesting point in my development of myself because of the distance I've had from them. Because I feel like I'm a different person around my parents, you know?
Oh, really?
Like, because you change like to kind of, or I change to kind of, I'm accommodating. Like, I want to accommodate people's, like, preferences and stuff.
Oh, dude.
So I'll like, adjust who I am, like, as a person to be able to coexist with them. Because I feel like, because this is who I am, right?
Yeah.
That doesn't vibe in every situation. You know, some people are really taken aback by it. Or they're like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll adjust socially. But, like, with my family, I love to make them uncomfortable with being me. Like, I fight that shit. Like I've always really taken pleasure.
I haven't gotten there. I'm fucking 24.
Well, I think, like, because for me, it was, like, I, like, shoved my personality down their throats. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they didn't fuck with it. And so I would just...
This is who I am!
I would just be so obnoxious. Yeah, like, I would just, like...
Fuck you! I'm gay!
Yeah, but, like, more humorous. Rebellious. Like, I wouldn't even do, like, shitty...
That was a bad joke. That was a bad joke.
I wouldn't be angry, but I would do, like, gay stuff. Like, I would, like, my dad would, like, comment on my nails painted or whatever.
Yeah.
And I will just be like, yo, I'll fuck a guy in the ass if you keep saying that to me. Like, I'll just, like, bombard him with... Like, I wouldn't be taken back. I wouldn't be like, damn, my dad... call me a fag. Like, I wouldn't be sad like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would be like, he would call me a fag, and then I would be like, yo, I'm gonna fuck a guy in the ass if you keep saying that to me. Like, I got such... That was my rebelliousness, was like being me aggressively when they were like, no, and like cross-dressing and stuff when they were like...
I had a rebellious dream one time because I came home to visit my dad, and then my dad was like, you never bring girls home, like, to come see us. And then my stepmom goes, maybe he's gay. And then my dad goes, don't say that. I'm like, what the fuck, in all directions? What the fuck? Everybody, slow your roll. Alice, that comment was unwarranted but funny. Dad, you're not okay with me being gay? I'm not, but if I was, you wouldn't be down with it? Like, I was just like, everybody, like, I was like a policeman at an intersection, like, stop cars! What the fuck are you doing? What the fuck? I was on mushrooms.
Really?
I was microdosing mushrooms. No, that happened in real life.
Wait, I thought you were telling me about a dream. What the fuck?
I'm getting there.
Oh, okay, so this happened in real life?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. Fuck, why was I saying that? I had
You were
a dream.
microdosing mushrooms?
Oh, when I visited them.
Yeah.
And then, because of that experience, my dad was like, maybe he's gay. My stepmom was like, maybe he's gay. And I was like, what the fuck? So, that night, I had a dream. I made out with, like, Tyler, the Creator. I was like, yeah, Tyler, the Creator. Fuck you, Dad. Fuck you, Dad.
That's so funny, man.
Yeah.
The thing, I feel like...
But that experience I had, like my dad making that comment and my stepmom saying that happened in real life.
Yeah.
That was weird, dude.
That is funny.
And I was microdosing when I was visiting them. I was like, and I always take an edible before I go and visit them.
Yeah.
And so the whole weekend I'm like, what the fuck? Like I feel like I've entered like a different phase of life. Like I take weed and I enter this void, this gateway, and go wherever it fucking takes me, and it's like sucks me into the universe of Dad and Alice. It's like life
Dad
is like
Alice.
it's fucking
Even
my
Alice,
dad, my
dude,
stepmom.
Like, it's like Alice in Wonderland, like
Yeah,
that's the vibe.
it's like fucking Alice in Wonderland. Like I take like, what does she bite an apple? How does she get into Wonderland again? She falls
I
into
think
a
she
fucking
drinks like
hat.
a potion.
Drinks a potion.
No, she follows a rabbit and she falls down this hole.
Down a rabbit hole.
Down a rabbit hole. That's literally.
So
that's
I Alice in Wonderland myself over to fucking a new universe basically.
Yeah.
It's so weird how separate those lives feel.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And then sometimes I crave them, but like the only reality I can bear is my own. You know, like that's the only reality I can sustain myself.
That's why you gotta bring it to them.
Yeah.
That's why you gotta like not even. You gotta just bring it and be like, yo, this is it. This is what I have to offer you.
I need to be more of that, like that, and that's what I see in you. Like that's one like quality of yours that I really look up to is that you're just like, fuck you, I am who I am. Like,
well, like let's say like we go to a party and like there's a bunch of like new people, like I'm not that same confidence. Like to my family it was different.
For
like,
sure. But like just
with my
just
family
the way
I
you
did
present
have
yourself.
this certain like
And
but you know what's so cool? They do fuck with me now.
Yeah.
Because they had no choice but to adapt to who I actually was.
Yeah.
Like they are so cool that I dropped out of college now. They're so cool that I'm pursuing art right now. They support me so aggressively.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas before they really aggressively did not.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
Like it was a full 180, but it was just because like I never backed down and like they had to adapt to have a good relationship with me as a son.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That was it.
Sometimes I feel like they wouldn't want to adapt to who I am, I guess.
That's the thing, like
that's just like a weird insecurity, I think. That's just like
Yeah.
me discovering some like neurosis or something within me. Just like a flaw in my
neurosis,
thinking.
Define neurosis.
Like a problem in my head, like a chronic problem, like someone who's like neurotic. Like how would you say like, oh dude, you're so fucking neurotic right now.
Yeah.
Not like you're fucking erotic.
No, I know neurotic.
You're fucking
I just didn't know the
neurotic.
word neurosis.
Yeah.
But neurotic neurosis,
I think,
that makes sense.
well, let's look it up. We have a computer, actually. We live in 2020.
Facts.
Here we go. Number...
Neurosis.
Okay, so neurosis. Adjective, right? What is an adjective?
A descriptive word. Am I right?
A descriptive word.
Am I right?
Yes. Yeah, you describe someone using an adjective.
I still have trouble with verb, adjective, noun definitions.
I do too. That's why I asked you.
Thank God. I
We
tell
work
girls
together
I date
too.
that, and they say, really? And I'm like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I'm fucking stupid.
I thought that reaction would be a little less extreme. But yeah, I don't know the difference
So
sometimes.
let's define neurotic before we get too far from this. Neurotic means having or caused by or relating to neurosis. But that doesn't answer anything.
I hate when they define a word with the word because it's like, man, how am I supposed to know? How would I ever know if you used the word?
But okay, similar to you. Shit. So did we just discover a new non-PC word? We may have just mined into a new
Why is it
non-PC word
non-PC?
because you call someone neurotic for being mentally ill, mentally disturbed, mentally deranged, unstable.
So like
That's like I think that's like a canceled word. That's like a canceled
so
word.
like if you use it, it's like it's like an actual condition, so you can't misuse it. I understand.
Yeah. So
That
do we
makes
get canceled
sense.
for describing someone as neurotic in fucking...
There's also just exaggerating. You
Yeah.
know, that's also a thing.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I feel like maybe
Can we call people neurotic?
maybe you can until it's like more common.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
It's like...
Because I don't think anyone cares now.
Yeah.
Because neurotic is probably like not used as a medical term as much, so it's more acceptable.
Is it weird how like scared we've become to just like delve? I feel like I'm becoming more scared to like delve into words sometimes because like sometimes I don't know if I'm afraid I'll cross a barrier I didn't know was there. You know, cross a boundary I didn't know was there.
That's fair. I don't feel scared. I feel like just like, I don't know. Like my intention is to be like understanding more so. you know? Like, I'm not coming from a place of, like, I hope I don't say the wrong thing because I don't want to get canceled. It's, like, I'm, like, curious to, like, learn why that might be, like, I'm actually curious to learn, like, why it might be offensive to somebody or something. And, like, I'm down to, like,
and why it's interesting how our interaction is to be, like, why do I have to change, you know? That's, like, it's, like, a weird,
really felt that way.
Yeah. No, I guess I'm just kind of discovering that in myself, like, some sort of, like, childish reaction to that. Why do I have to change for someone else? But, like, that's just, like, childish, selfish thinking. Or could be.
Could be. I don't know. But, yeah. I think it was because, like, before everything got like this, I already started off, like, feeling that way. You know what I mean? Like, why is my dad homophobic? Like, why are people around me, like, racist? Like, that's crazy. Like, so,
it is weird, like, the casual level of
racism
that happens in fucking, that we see in Alberta. Oh boy.
Alberta, even just, like, even family life, dude.
Yeah.
But, like,
oh my god, like, sometimes they drop it so casually. They drop that shit so casually, dude.
I got my family trained. Me and my sister were on that shit. Me and my sister roast the fucking hell out of my family.
So I can't even unite my family. I can't, like, just roast them like that because I, like, barely ever see them. I just have to just, like, fucking just love them, you know? It can't go past that. It can't, like...
Well, it's not that, like... It does cause fights, though.
Yeah.
Like, me and my sister cause, like, drama sometimes, but, like the night will end in, like, a silent treatment from the family, you know what I mean? But like we're down, bro. We're, like,
down.
Fuck you, no, don't say that shit. Like, that's so racist.
That's,
like,
such a strong quality. I think that's such a strong quality to have as a person.
I don't think I do that alone, but, like, like, my sister was raised in, like, the same, like, world as me, you know? Like, she feels the same in that regard.
Yeah.
And so, like, together, you know, it was, like, because we'd look at each other, like, because first we'd be like, what the fuck did he just say, you know? And then we'd be like, no! And,
damn it, dude! My family, we don't communicate shit.
Oh, no.
We don't communicate shit. Communication, not a strong suit in this family. I'm just discovering.
See, that's the thing, too, like, it's like some parents are, like, varying degrees of communicative, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, from what I have heard about your father, he is like a tougher guy, you know? Like,
yeah, he's definitely a manlier man,
like,
you know?
Like, my dad, I feel, has similar, like, manly qualities, but he's always been, like, a softie in the emotional way.
Because he's an artist as well.
That's true. Yeah, exactly. So he has that as well. Mm-hmm. So, like, he's always been very, like kind of, like,
isn't it interesting how that, like, changes a person, like, being in touch with that side of themselves, you know?
Yeah,
it changes them as a person,
right?
Yeah,
that's actually cool to think about, because it's like, yeah, if you're more likely to be on the liberal side of things. It's like, that's, and also, like, more
emotionally communicative, probably, because you understand yourself more. Because how can someone who's never expressed themselves ever understand themselves?
True.
Whoa.
True. Because, like, you know, art is, like, kind of like a form of therapy in a lot of ways. Like, you can discover a lot through doing it. You can literally learn things. You're like, or at least, like,
some people go their entire lives without searching into themselves. You know, like,
especially older generation. Like, I think our generation.
I think some people see it as selfish, though, right? Some people see it as, like, a selfish thing to do.
I think there's I don't know, like, because I don't think that's even thoughts about, like, thinking you're sick or anything like that. It's just thinking, like, or thinking about your own emotions.
Like, trying to understand.
I don't even think it's that.
Yeah.
I think it's just, like, just guarded, like, cold training, like, masculine.
Yeah. And then that makes you not want to change. Like, it's weird how it hardens a person. Like, toughen up as a man hardens you emotionally as well. Like, I feel like we've been taught, like, tough. This is what tough looks like. Flex all your muscles, put them up. But, like, we found out later on, tough is, like, loose sometimes, you know?
Yeah.
Tough can fucking move around and stuff.
Yeah.
But, you know, they can bob and weave.
It makes sense, too. Like, you can't even... I feel like, as well, like, I don't even blame older generation. You can't blame any generation for being at where they were at either. You know what I mean? Like, think about it, too. Like, our grandparents' generation, they just went to war after high school and shit. What the fuck? Like, you definitely...
Holy shit, dude.
You know, like...
We would have been through wars at this... Or right. I would have been... We would have been.
We would have been. So here's the thing. Our personalities wouldn't cut it in that environment. We can't be little dinky art boys.
Yeah.
We can't be. We would die.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We
have no choice but to toughen up. So that's what that whole generation went through. And then they raised kids. So, of course, that's going to come off a little bit. You know, like, we have, like, the privilege of being, like, little fairy boys. You know what I mean? Like,
I love fucking... Okay, so this is one form of protest that I do. When I come home, I wear these, like, colorful outfits.
Yeah.
Dude. I come home fucking styling.
Does your family comment on it? Or do they vibe?
They just vibe with it for sure. Yeah,
nice.
They're not like, they don't ask me to change or anything. Also because I didn't bring any other clothes.
Yo,
so, yeah.
If I wear my Boys Kiss Boys shirt, even on Christmas, or no, what was it? Thanksgiving.
So,
Thanksgiving.
Explain the Boys Kiss Boys shirt.
Oh, I have this shirt that says Boys Kiss Boys, God Smiles. The first time I wore it around my dad, he said, "You're shitting on the Bible." He's not even very religious. He just hates that. At the time, he hated that gay support. He's actually a lot less homophobic after I've drilled my gayness into him.
It's stabbing me.
So incestual.
This is stabbing me.
but like,
this one was fucking
oh my god.
me.
But okay, so what was I saying about the boy? Oh yeah, if I wore it home at Thanksgiving and he told me to take it off when like family came over, he was like, "Yo, don't wear that shirt." I was like, "Fuck yeah!" I just kept it on, obviously.
Fuck
yeah. Like he always doesn't want me to wear that shirt. He's just, even still, he'll like comment on the shirt.
Damn, dude, my dad told me the sweater I had looked too tight on me, and I got rid of it. Shit.
No, okay.
So it does happen. It does.
Here's the thing. All right. I've had moments where I've felt fearless and all this talk that I've said, but there's also like a huge chunk of situations where I've crumbled under insecurity in front of my parents' judgment. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not 100% ratio of like fighting that. Like, so many insignificant tiny comments from my parents have made me like completely hide traits of myself and change traits of myself that were natural.
Damn, that shit sticks with you. You could let go of that probably eventually, you know? Like, I
think moving in with you, I have, you know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't wear dresses and stuff living at my house. Like, I wouldn't buy a dress.
No.
Living at home.
It's hostile territory to do that. That's hostile territory.
But like out here, I literally dress however I want. I can try anything I want. I do whatever I want.
Like, I feel like, okay, so Vancouver is a place for people like us to be ourselves.
Especially people like us. I feel like we I don't know, I feel like we vibe, because it's like such a...
But also, like, I don't feel people in public not fucking with me, you know?
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. I don't think...
Because, like,
I never get that vibe.
People don't, like, outwardly, like, scorn you if you're just, like, dressing however you want to dress. Yeah. People aren't like, what the fuck is that? You look like you're wearing, like, dirt or something on you.
It's probably just, like, the amount of, like, narcissistic confidence I have, but, like... No, like, in a way, but, like... When people look at me, I'm just like, they're probably thinking how I look pretty sick, because I feel like I look pretty sick. I feel like I look sick.
I love that feeling. I love that feeling, dude. When I came out of the store wearing like all new clothes and stuff, I was like, right? I was walking around my green fucking hat, my green shoes, and I was like, everyone's fucking with me.
That's the thing, like, when I dress in a way that I feel is like accurate expression of how I'm feeling and who I am,
it feels like everyone fucks with you. Yeah, so you feel dope.
I look dope, and then I'm like, well, they must fuck with me because I feel myself. Yeah, how could they not feel me too? And
it's like, okay, so
like, I still fuck with me so much.
I feel like some people see it as like trying to draw attention to yourself, but it's not that. It's like you're just expressing yourself, and then people end up fucking with you more, anyways. You know?
I could see it as being the attention thing if you're dressing extremely like loudly, like you do. I can't relate though, because like I don't really dress like attention drawingly like 99% of the time. I feel like, but you do dress like that's not your intention.
Yeah,
but it does draw attention how you dress. Yeah. Because it's sick. It's like exciting and fun. It's so fun.
I want to excite people with like who I am as well. You know.
You do. Yeah. It's you excite me with who you are, dude. Yeah. You're so fun.
I try and do that.
You're so dope, dude. Yeah.
We just kind of gas each other up all the time.
Him more than me, dude. I try and keep up.
This clip. Okay, so we're gonna cut to a commercial break, and then when we come back, we'll be doing How Does This Sound?
It's a segment. So this is a segment Josh invented, and it is called
How Does This Sound? So we have a couple keyboards lined up right now on a little audio interface, and what's gonna happen is I'm gonna play a little bit, and he's gonna vibe with it, or he won't. Fuck it. But if we can cultivate a vibe, I want him to say what it sounds like, and then if he feels like he really fucks with it, he can jump in on the low end.
So this is a segment Josh invented, and it is called
How Does This Sound? So we have a couple keyboards lined up right now on a little audio interface. And what's going to happen is I'm going to play a little bit, and he's going to vibe with it, or he won't. Fuck it. But if we can cultivate a vibe, I want him to say what it sounds like. And then if he feels like he really fucks with it, he can jump in on the low end. What was that one?
Preview.
What the fuck? That's terrifying.
I want a sound that doesn't last as long per click.
That's so terrifying. Okay. Here we go. Here we go, baby. Don't crash. Okay, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. Just doing a little sound test.
Sounds like an old Disney movie that takes place in the jungle. It's like the beginning of the movie intro sequence. It takes place under the sea, but it's not the Little Mermaid. I don't know what it is. It's dark, not much is happening. The main character appears. Very quiet movement. They spot a pearl in the ocean. They grab the pearl. They explore what the pearl is. It really sounds like that.
Give me a little bit. Give me a little bit on the low end. See if we can match the vibe. We are getting scary on Halloween. Banging on the pots and pans with my uncle. We've laid them all out on the floor. An ancient memory from my mind, from a place I've been before. How do the pots and pans sound? They ring in my ears. Every single pot makes a different noise. We just decided to sit on the floor, but one day I never saw him again. The uncle that disappeared. And that has been the marimba. Very interesting. So now what we're going to do is we're going to be recording now the lucid dream. Terrifying, terrifying. We'll pitch that up a few times. Oh my god, where do we go with this? Terrifying.
I feel like it's almost like limiting because of how terrifying it is. It's like scary.
Yeah, it can. Well, how do we make it? Let's make it not scary.
All right, what is this when not scary?
Oh.
Monkey?
Wait. It's just terrifying. We don't want that. Fuck that shit. And now we don't fuck with that at all.
So next we have this one. Sounds like electric guitar. Sounds like the American anthem. Sounds like a patriotic rendition of electric guitar. Wonder if this is good for people to listen to on a podcast.
What do you feel from this song?
Patriotism, man.
We nailed it. We really nailed it there. Damn it. I don't think I recorded that right at all.
Alright, so this is a new segment we tried.
It's a new segment that we tried out. We tried everything. I think we've done it all with that little keyboard right there. So here we are. Back to the you and me land.
The electric guitar that you were playing, it reminded me of how when I was a kid, like, it took me so long to realize that people who were talented at something, like, actually developed a skill over time.
Yeah.
Like, I remember one time I was about 10 years old. I was like just getting interested in electric guitar.
Mm-hmm.
And my dad showed me this video of this other 10-year-old kid, and he was like killing, and he was like,
oh my god.
And like he showed me, and he's like, isn't this kid crazy? But like, I just thought that's what happened when you played a guitar.
Dude, oh my god, that applies to me in so many areas of my life.
I was like, is he crazy? It looks like he's playing guitar. Like, yeah, that's just what happens when you touch it. Like, you just do that shit, dude. Like,
okay, so really, Guitar Hero is what satisfies that.
And I went on to be a fucking beast at Guitar Hero.
Oh my god.
For real. Extreme. Beat
So
the game.
Is Guitar Hero just the thing that the current generation does not get, you know? That's not part of the zeitgeist right now. It's fucking Minecraft, Fortnite, blowjobs. Like, it's just like a bunch of things. It's
because the studios fucked it up, not because the public doesn't want it. They even tried to come back when with the PS4. They came out with Guitar Hero Live, but they literally changed the setup of the guitar. So it wasn't 6 buttons. It was 3 and 3.
No, we don't want that.
There was no colors, and it was all online somehow. It was
the fuck?
Fucked, man. It was whack.
How do you fuck up a game that
and then
bad?
No one wanted it, obviously.
Yeah.
So the studios stopped doing Guitar Hero. But we want actual Guitar Hero still, studios. It's just not your bullshit remake. But there's actually...
Isn't it weird how some companies aren't willing to budge on shit like that? It's like, this is the new us. If you don't take it, fuck you. And they just, like, plummet. It's like the opposite.
And also, like, why don't they... Like, there's some situations where it's like the fans are begging for something, and they just don't do it. Like, the fans are begging so much that you could come out with anything and make so much money. Why are you sleeping on this idea?
Yeah.
Like, you know what's awesome that happened?
Skate 4.
Skate 4,
dude!
On fucking EA's Instagram. Did you know about this? On EA's Instagram, every comment on every post was Skate 4. Make Skate 4. Every post. You can go back years. You can go back like 4 years. Every comment on... You can find obviously some comments that aren't up, but they're pretty much all drowned out by Skate 4. Like, you can't really find ones that aren't Skate 4 because it's so drowned out. Every comment on every post on EA's Instagram is Skate 4.
Some people's existences were just devoted to doing shit like that.
And no, everyone who followed it was like in on it. Like, that's all anyone would comment.
Holy fuck.
Like, there was at least...
How do you have that much time?
Per post.
How do you have that much time for a cause like that, you know? Like, some people are just... They want it so badly.
I commented on like 6 of them. I commented...
You're one of them!
I commented...
You're one of them!
Because I saw it was a thing, and I was like, I'll be one of them on a few of these posts for sure. Like, I want this game.
I'll help out my friends.
I just think... I was like, that's dope. That's hilarious. I saw it as a meme that I thought was fake, so I checked, and it was real. It's crazy.
What the fuck?
Yeah. And they're making it. See that? But it took them 4 years of comments on their post. Their Instagram...
Hey, 4 years felt like a long time without a new skate.
It hasn't been 4 years since they made one. It's been
a
like
long,
4 years
long,
of them
longer.
commenting
Yeah.
that, though.
Yeah.
At least 4 years. I'm just even estimating.
It's like a tiny underground like community united to change, to get a game made.
Yeah.
I feel like if people cared enough about Banjo and Kazooie, they would have gotten like a proper game made for the modern generation.
I never even heard of what that game is.
I know, right? It's so fucking
I know the
niche.
character from Smash only.
Yeah. So that he is from that franchise. He was the main character of his own video game. And it was like a Mario platformer. and you would have your banjo, the bear, and kazooies in your backpack.
Yeah.
And you just like collect things. It's a 3D setting in a collectathon form, and then you just like complete challenges and get like
rotate?
3D rotating and everything. Yeah. So it was like fucking. You would just collect as much as
like
possible, get all of it, get everything. Yeah. Because like that's what games.
Maybe
video games back then used to be.
Bandicoot.
Well, and also because Mario was like that.
True.
I think Mario did it better, you know?
Yeah.
Because it's like
the best actually.
It was a unique feature until it wasn't, and then the one who did it from the start was like, no, still the best, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Platformers are weird like that. Like you don't see like mainstream studios coming out with a lot of like platformers, or at least it's not publicized, you know? It's not like hyped up shit, you know? The new fucking platformer, dude. Like there's no commercials featuring Rob Gronkowski from the fucking like United States football team.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know what team Gronk is on, but
well, like I think video games they're evolving because they have to be cinematic masterpieces now. Like a AAA title is like a AAA title.
But why does it have to be cinematic? Why does it always have to be
because
cinematic?
Because it's not AAA if it's not. It's not top notch if it's not.
They're like their goal is to push what AAA is every single time.
Yeah. So like they'll never make a video game casually for a movie release anymore. But I loved when they made video games casually
like Jumper.
For movie releases.
Jumper had a
fucking Jumper. The Matrix.
Harry Potter. The Hobbit.
Well, the
Hobbit.
Lord of the Rings had video games.
It did.
Lord of the Rings.
That was
many.
That made
many awesome video games.
That gave me a sense of ownership in the Lord of the Rings universe. Like I felt like I had a stake in it after playing the game. You know.
Dude, Jackass had a video game. Any movie could get a video game, bro.
Dude, fucking Tony Hawk's Skate Park had like fucking Bam Margera in it. Tony Hawk's Underground 2.
All of his games, not all of them.
Yeah.
But a lot of them did. I had a lot of games where Bam was in it. I would always play as Bam.
Dude,
I looked up to him
so much as a kid. I looked up to him so much.
I literally never knew him from Jackass or anything when I played him in the games.
Yeah.
My dad just told me about him one time, and I was like, this is the only skater I've heard of other than Tony Hawk. He's my favorite. So I just played him.
It's like you like Tony or you like Bam if you're crazy. Ah!
Yeah, exactly.
If you're like this, you love Bam.
I watched Jackass like much later, and then I was like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah. My brother showed me movies by Jackass before they were Jackass as CKY. Like before Jackass, they were a group called CKY. Sense.
Your brother was one of the fucking watchers of that.
he makes a lot of sense for that one.
Yeah.
He showed me those videos when I was young. I was like, what the fuck am I watching? I'd be in like the scary basement in my house. Like it's like an unfinished like concrete basement.
Yeah.
And my brother's just got like a bed in the middle of it. There's spiders everywhere. It's fucking scary. But that's how I felt about the basement at least. I was so scared of the basement as a kid.
Yeah.
And my brother stayed in there, and he just became like the monster in the basement. I was like, and then they would get in fights, and like my mom and my brother.
Yeah.
Would get into fights.
Yeah.
Terrifying. Like as a kid.
Yeah.
To like experience that, they would get into like screaming matches and shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Have you ever been in your own screaming match before? Ever with anyone?
No.
That's crazy.
I've never had a scream. I've never just like belted shit out, you know?
You never?
No.
Dude, because I've had a handful. Like that, I've had like many. Because I've been an emotional boy throughout my life. I don't have them these days.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I think they're not untriggerable still though. Like, you know what I mean? Like it could, I don't know, but I'm just a lot more emotionally controlled in that sense.
Yeah.
But I've gone fucking crazy, dude. Like,
tell me about a time you've gone like just ballistic on someone.
Okay, so fucking my sister was just
Wait, hold on, before we start the story, I think we should change the battery. Okay.
Anyway.
I
was gonna tell a story about a time I went ballistic. Emotionally.
Oh, fully
had
fucking
a full
ballistic.
Freakout time. What happened was I was bugging my sister, like I was just probably doing some dumb shit. Like I think I tossed my shoes at her. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, but like,
because you just do weird shit like that to your siblings.
but like lightly and like, okay, no, but we were arguing about something insignificant.
Okay.
And then I tossed my shoes at her. Really, I didn't throw them. I really didn't. Like, I truly tossed them. They like bounced off her fucking leg.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but she was like annoyed by it, right? She was minorly. She didn't. It didn't affect her really.
Yeah.
And then
not once, but maybe over time.
Well, like no, but like she was like, "Oh, Jovy, like go away," or whatever. But she was like, "Fuck off," you know. And then like, my mom was driving me to Breathe Parkour. I was like 16. I was old to have such a breakdown, to be honest. My mom was driving me to parkour, And halfway through the drive there, she gets a text from my sister saying that I threw shoes at her, like,
what
and,
the
like,
fuck?
hurt her or something, right?
You got snitched on.
And my mom was already, like, having a bad day, and she was tired of me and my sister fighting already. So she was like, you threw shit at her? And she turned the car around, and I had, like, we were going to shoot a video with Brody, and I had to be there. And she turned the fucking car around and started driving me home.
Holy fuck.
And I was like, are you kidding me? Like, I have to be there at, like, this time sharp. Like, it's not.
Oh, my God.
I have shit I'm doing.
Yeah.
And, like, she drove me all the way home, and then I fucking got in the house. I cried and screamed at my sister. She was sitting right at the dining room table, right at my front door. And I cried. I was like, fuck you, you stupid bitch.
Oh,
and I picked up one of my dining room chairs and I threw it at her.
Oh my God, dude.
And like, holy fuck. I was like, you stupid bitch. Nothing even fucking happened to you. And now I'm late for my fucking shit.
Oh
you
my
asshole.
God.
And I threw a chair at her. And like, it just fully like landed on her. And I just like, and then I left to get the bus to go to Breathe. I just took the bus instead.
I wonder if I've ever gone full ballistic on my mom before. Like, I'm just wondering, like, maybe I've, like, blocked it out of my head or something.
You think you
I don't know. No, I'm just, like, wondering, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know if just a scream match is traumatic.
I think I was just, like, I empathize with your situation, or sympathize with your situation so much that, like, I was putting myself there. I was like, is this a memory of mine? Like,
you're like, I felt that anger. I just haven't thrown the chair.
Actually, I was saying that to you the other day that like that sums me up as a person. Like, I don't break shit because afterwards you have broken shit, you know? I was saying that to
am
you.
not that man.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, just the other day I kicked something and it broke and I had to screw it back together and it works slightly worse, but no one in the house has noticed yet.
What is this?
But like, I was like, fuck, like that's even worse. Like, but I'm definitely getting better at that.
Mm-hmm.
Even like hitting shit, like I'm getting better at even like breaking things. Now I like hitting the couch because it doesn't break.
Yeah,
I do
I
like actually
legs.
hitting stuff.
I punch my legs when I'm angry. I'm like,
I definitely, when I play Smash sometimes, if I lose a Smash game, I get frustrated. I punch my leg pretty fucking hard sometimes.
you gotta be fucking mad to punch a solid brick wall. You have to be fucking mad.
Bro, there was like this like 3-month period last year. It was like September to November last year.
Mm-hmm.
Where like every day I would punch like concrete walls.
Really?
Yeah. Like in the shower, or like, yeah, like we were living on the neighbor's house and my shower had a concrete wall, and every morning I would like punch it till my knuckles are always bloody, dude. Like, I just had anger issues and I was taking them out in this like weird way where my habit was like punching
Ow,
shit.
would your fist get like bloody?
Yo, like the reason I stopped was because my hand felt like it was
so
getting
dry.
arthritis.
Yeah. Oh shit, that's worse.
It just like was like aching, and I was like, yeah,
because you're punching the wall.
I was like, I can punch soft shit and get this anger out. Like, I don't need to punch walls.
Yo,
like
people
that.
don't talk about shit like that, you know? Isn't that weird? People like, because we do just do random shit like that, you know?
Yeah.
Like, okay, so when I was a kid, I have some scars on my arms. I don't know if I can even see them anymore.
Really?
But I used to have these scars. It was like, well, here, and all it was like me just being like bored on the bus after school and just going like this. Just doing this.
Just trying to wear your skin down? Just trying to like thin it out?
You can do it gently, but like,
and then over time
fucks it up. It fucks it up. So I did that 4 times along my arms. And when people ask me like, what are those scars from? I told them I got it from like a fence or something.
Damn, they're like right in like the like suicide area.
I didn't know.
Like,
I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, you know?
Right, that's just
but that's true.
Yeah.
People can fuck themselves up doing that.
That's true. I've done it. I've done things that are more habitual like that as well, where it's like I'm just hurting. Like whenever I had a loose tooth, I would like make it hurt, dude. I would just wiggle it till it hurt, and I would fuck with the pain so much.
Yo, some people cut themselves to get there, you know?
But I don't think that's the same though. I don't like, because these are like little nitpicky habits.
I think that's an extreme. I think that's
yourself,
like
but it's not like for boredom. It's for like emotional like suffering.
I feel like that's like fallen out of the cultural discussion. Like no one like talks about that shit. Or do maybe they do, but like
about
I feel like
it's about like self-harm. Well, I think it's just called self-harm now.
Yeah,
and
I guess
people talk about that a lot. I don't think people call it cutting.
Yeah. Okay. I guess it's just like changed language, and I got like lost.
Yeah.
I guess like change its meaning or change the word that it means.
Change language, yeah. Like, cause it's just you hear a lot of conversation about self-harm, not cutting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know.
Mental health is a tough one for me to talk about, you know? Like it's a tough one for me because like I still feel like I'm understanding who I am, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I got lost in this thought. I don't know where I was going.
Why is mental health tough for you to talk about?
Because like I feel like I don't have like a solid understanding of like my interior issues like fully, you know?
So like, are you saying like it's hard to talk about your mental health, how you feel?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, sometimes.
Fair. Yeah, I mean, I certainly feel confused. I think we're all different levels of confused, and you can gain clarity over time as well. But
that's like one constant about life. Like it feels like it gets clear, but then sometimes it doesn't. You know, sometimes just like dropped into completely unfamiliar circumstances.
Like it always does become clearer. But if you ever think you have it figured out, you're about to get like hit with a wall. You know.
Damn,
you know,
that's true.
I feel like you're always gonna be such a student that like you can never feel like you have it all figured out.
Yeah, like you have to maintain. You have to remain a student of life. You know,
stay humble always. Yeah.
It's a really impeding factor if you're letting your ego get in the way of everything you're doing. Like if you're not willing to do things because you're not willing to like potentially fail because you see yourself as a winner and you can't get past that, you know?
Yeah. If you see yourself as a winner but you can't even take action, I think that's like just a false thought too.
Yeah.
Because you're not willing to laugh.
Like a thought you have that has like no strength behind it, you know?
Yeah. But I definitely like... with creating art, I like impede myself from fear of failure a lot. That's a problem. That's something I struggle with. Is like, and I don't impede myself to the extent where the project doesn't happen, but I impede myself to the extent where the project takes 10 times longer because I was dragging my feet because I was really procrastinating working on it because of fear of failure. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because like, the feeling is like, why start something if potentially I'll just fuck it up, you know?
Yeah, like, is this worth putting like a month of work into if the end result is gonna be like 5 out of 10?
Mm-hmm. People who find themselves in those situations need to like learn a little bit about writing and the importance of just like sitting down and doing it no matter how you're feeling. Like I think writing is a really good, fucking like a key, like
tool.
a gateway, like a mental like strengthening tool, you know?
I can see that.
Like, how can you understand yourself if you're not expressing yourself, right?
Yeah.
Like I said before, like, and that's another way of expressing who you are. Like, if you're journaling, you're expressing through the power of words, through the power of writing. You know, it's like you have to really put together a lot of different acts and align a bunch of different forces to make your creative expression go smoothly.
I could see journaling helping getting over like a fear of failure because... yeah, if you flesh that thought out and you acknowledge it's fear of failure, it might be easier to push past. Mm-hmm. Like, I also think just, like, the same way that you're saying writing can help you learn to just sit down and do something no matter what, I think you could just do that with art to start with, too. Like, I think the solution to, like, my fear of failure is just, like, sitting down and making shit and being completely okay with it being whatever way it is.
Mm-hmm. I've noticed that a lot more in your art style these days, like because you're finding yourself in like you've become more comfortable with your creative expression. You're making more, you know.
Interesting.
And you're making better things.
It's interesting because like from this period I've been in for the last like month or so, I feel like I've not really made anything, but I do feel like. Well, I haven't finished anything. Mm-hmm. I've been making things actually, but I do.
Isn't that weird that that's kind of like an artist's way of measuring themselves? Is like what are you making? How much you're making? Like what's your? But it's not even that. It's like after making something, it's always on to the next thing. You know.
Yeah, but I like that. That's like, that to me. That's like as it should be. You know.
Mm-hmm. I think that's like a good weighty mental currency.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, it's because I want to like really contribute something. I feel like. You'll never get to the gem without sifting through everything first, you know, like I feel like
you're never gonna get the diamond in the rough if you don't even go in the rough.
Yeah,
you know?
like I feel like you don't become the quality artist without the quantity. Mm-hmm. Like I think quantity and quality can actually be like to get like symbiotic.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because a lot of people think like they want to come out with one album every 3 years because they really want to sit and do the quality work on it and like make it perfect. But I feel like you'll be a better musician on your 6th album if you came out with an album a year. For like that's how I like to work, and I don't think that works the same way for everybody. Like that's not a blanket statement, but I think I work better when I just get stuff out in volume, completing things, like as many things.
I see this as like perfectly valid. Like I don't feel fully the same way, but like at the same time I'm like, this is not how this works, because like everyone's artist pathway is different, you know?
Yeah.
The road that you're traveling on is nowhere near the same as anyone else's road, even someone who's very close to you, you know?
Yeah, like I definitely think that's just like a personal preference, but like
I thought that was cool today when we were training, and our friend Wes, who also watches the show, what up, Wes? Shout out Wes. Blowing it to you.
Blowing a kiss to you, Wes.
We had a really cool like discussion after training. Like we just like talked about shit. You know, a group of us friends, we were training and stuff outside, and we just like talked about shit after. Like conversations like that, just like with people about like race and stuff.
Yeah.
That's cool that like conversations are happening, you know? Like I like having like I like hearing constructive dialogue, you know? No one's trying to bring down anyone else's ideas. No one's bringing anything morally like wrong, like racism or anything like that to the table. It's just like they just like want to give food for thought, you know?
Yeah, I like
I found that very scholarly, you know?
The respectful dynamic of it.
Mm-hmm. And like, yeah, I didn't disagree with like what he said or anything. Like it was just like and I didn't like I just felt the need to listen to him. That's it. Just like hear him out and like, you know, opinion aside.
Yeah.
Like not letting my opinion get in the way of whatever is being said. You know?
Yeah, I felt the same about not letting my opinion get in the way with whatever's being said. Because personally, like I don't have that same stance. Because it was a conversation on like trans people, and I have a different view than Wes was saying, and I was like happy to hear what he was saying, and I wasn't offended that he felt how he felt either. Like I'm not trans either, so it's not really my place to be offended or not, but like I wasn't like bothered because we had different opinions. Yeah,
I think that's dope.
I like that as well. I like that it was like a fully respectful conversation like that.
It was cool to mix that training session, which was less physical for you because you know you realized you're kind of tired early on, so you couldn't finish up the sesh. But we were training, and you know I put a line together, put up on Instagram. But like that's cool that we were able to just have that discussion after, you know, like we got a good mix of brains and brawn, you know.
True, a balanced.
Like what makes your body strong and what makes your mind strong, you know, and also like what makes your like.
That's a good way to look at it.
Yeah, that's how that feels. Yeah. Anyway, I think we should call it here. It's been a fantastic show with you, Jovy.
It's been an honor. I'd love to be a guest.
This is my first time like having a guest on like this, you know?
Yeah.
Because Meg and I, that just kind of worked because the blow up bed was here. I was like, fuck it, let's just do this.
Yeah.
And then it's hard to just like align schedules and have someone who's willing to just like get up and speak in front of the camera and like make sense and like not worry too much about being entertaining or anything. You know?
I was worried about being entertaining.
Because like I also learned a lot about you. Like and I don't feel like I've got like now that I know more about you, I feel like I know less about you. So like it makes me excited for like whatever next conversation we have like this. Because like when do two humans get to sit together and just discuss things like this? You know?
I know what you mean. That is cool. Because I see how learning that about me would make you feel like you know less. Because you're like, oh shit, never knew that. So like, what else don't I know?
Yeah, and so like listening to you helps me understand myself too. Because we can talk on a level that like we know there's no like hard feelings or like no hatred for each other. Nothing like stewing underneath the surface. It's like we can just talk about shit. You know.
Yeah, and if there is hard feelings, like it's like that's not the end of the world either, because like we're close, you know what I mean? We can work through hard feelings if it happens,
and we do, and we have been for fucking a year and a half now. So dude, it was dope having you on.
Thank you. It was dope being a guest.
He's in my bubble. We live together, bro. my COVID aware roommates. He's in everything I do. So yeah, thanks for being on, and thanks for being great. If you had one thing to leave the audience with, one piece of advice, what would it be? If you had a billboard anywhere and you could put anything on it, what would it say?
Drink water. Drink water. It'll make you feel so good.
I need water right now. I need water so bad.
Drink water, dude. And
drink
also,
water, everyone.
The classics. Gotta shout out Kevin. And Wes. And did anyone like comment?
And James. And also
James is
also the man, I think his name is Greg, who said that this podcast was his number one podcast.
Oh yeah, someone's Spotify podcast number one was just
Greg Barron.
How many minutes was it?
565 minutes stream.
That's many.
Insane. That's insane. I don't know. It's George.
Shout out George,
dude. Thank you for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed. I hope the audio didn't fuck up, because if it did, it's gonna be all kind of lame audio. But we'll see. We'll see what's going on. So bye. Big kiss. Right? How does that chef's kiss? Bye now.